When Allah made Malcolm X smile, the man, the minister, the shining black prince. Written by Raymond Sturgis. Narrated by Rafael Osaba. Our people have made the mistake of confusing the methods with the objectives. As long as we agree on objectives, we should never fall out with each other just because we believe in different methods or tactics or strategy. Malcolm X. A black man can't get justice in court. When Malcolm X said that a black man can't get justice in court back in the 60s, who would ever thought that today, with all the significant progress America has made, it still would remain true? African Americans and poor people without significant representation cannot get justice in court, especially when it comes to family courts involving determination of parental rights. Foster care is a new slave trade, where they sell children to the highest bidder. Black people have filed numerous lawsuits to have their children returned to them, because depraved CPS workers falsified reports so their contingents can get the bid on foster children. Tupac Shakur was correct when he said America eats its babies, because America correction of problems is dealt with a sledgehammer. Instead of saving families and wayward youth, America rather incarcerate them and make them build on their criminal history. Black people must be careful of the mistakes they have made, because unfortunately, America never forgets, and sadly, America does not forgive so easily. Take them off the planet. Malcolm X was a strong advocate for self-defense and courageous opponent against senseless violence among black people. He would be outraged today for the astronomical murder rate in the black communities across America. And this is where Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X disagreed when it came to self-defense. Malcolm X was for self-defense, especially when racist police officers were murdering black people with impunity. However, Dr. King understood that when retaliation of violence occurs, someone is seriously hurt or killed, and no one can claim victory. Malcolm X was tired of civil rights activists brutally attacked and leaders murdered while they were being nonviolent. Nevertheless, I believe Malcolm X is the most comprehensive leader of our times that understood the core problems of the black community. Black women and respect. Malcolm X would love the progression of black women today. However, Malcolm X was a Muslim, and his outrage would permeate the social media and television exploitation of women in general. He would be displeased with the infatuation of Kim Kardashian, who garnered her fame from spreading her legs and exposing her buttocks, while displaying a fictitious world that augment hypocrisy. He would see the beauty in her and counsel her to reinvent herself so society does not exploit her sexuality. The same would be said about black women today that has succumbed to negative perception society has for them. Malcolm X would see how young black girls are spreading STDs, engaging in lesbian relationships, and experience drugs than ever before. He would show them that respect is never given to those whose character is compromised through immoral ventures. He would also, the mistake black mothers are making when it comes to inculcating their daughters. A low self-esteem, immoral woman could never teach respect to her children. Proper values are first taught in the homes, and Malcolm X would advise black mothers to incorporate the values of Muslim women. On the other hand, if Malcolm X were never assassinated, young black women would be elevated even more in society, education, and in the community. Black people and housing conditions. The housing condition in America today is horrific, and I appreciate President Barack Obama and his administration for bringing the big banks justice for their exploitative maneuvers toward homeowners. The housing conditions have improved from the time of Malcolm X. Unfortunately, the communities have gotten worse than ever before. When the manufacturing jobs left the communities, it left a gap for scrappers who were former manufacturing employees to make a living by destroying valuable properties for money. The results have been sad and abominable because black people are destroying homes that once had substantial
Sample complete. Ready to continue?